Welcome to Wealth Discovered, where we will uncover information concerning wealth, generational wealth, success, and excellence. And my name is Janice Coleman. Hello, how are you? I hope that all is well with you. Today, we're going to be talking about an amazing book that really did enlighten me as I started my entrepreneur journey and as I restarted my entrepreneur journey. So get ready for this. It is an amazing book, as I said. The title of this book is The E Myth Revisited. And this is kind of the E Myth 2.0. The author is Michael Gerber. This book is really about entrepreneurship and about the myth of entrepreneurship. Now, when I was starting in business, I actually had walked past this book in the bookstore back when everybody used to visit the bookstore on a regular. I walked past this book for so long because I had a background or have a background experience in information technology. And when I saw the book, the title was E hyphen myth. And it looked like it had something to do with technology. And I was not trying to see anything to do with technology. And so I walked past the book. And then one day I stopped and I read the byline of the book. And the byline says, Why Most Small Businesses Don't Work and what to do about it. And I was like, I'm in. I bought the book on a Friday and read through the whole thing on by Sunday. And I knew that I needed to employ some of the tactics, and really, after these many years, all of the tactics that Michael Gerber laid out in this book. It is just a phenomenal way to recapture your focus and get yourself in order if you are currently a business owner. And if you are thinking about business, don't do business without reading this book. I am telling you. So we're going to talk about a couple of things with regard to what the E-Myth is all about. So when you think about entrepreneurship, what do most people think when they say, I'm going into business for myself? They think it's all going to be all rosy and they think you're going to have all of this free time and nobody gets to tell me what to do, right? Bam, that is the myth. The reality of it is, in the very beginning, there is very little free time if you're going to do the business right. And somebody is going to be telling you what to do because that's going to be your customers and the people that work with you and or for you. And it's not going to be all rosy. But not to worry about that. I heard something today that really made sense to me. There's pain in the process, but there's pleasure in the payoff. So if you do the things you need to do in business, you really can have the payoff, but you have to see it as a business. My personal experience when I read this book was that I was a frustrated entrepreneur. And I didn't realize that if I was going to be in the industry and if I was going to be profitable with regard to what I was doing, that people had to know that I was actually there and that I was doing it. And that was something that was not happening based on what I knew about the development of business. And so that's why this particular book was so pivotal for me in my career. So I'm going to read this so that I don't get off track with what I want to tell you because the book is so good. You are going to find it to be amazing. The one thing that I would say a lot of us want to do when we go into our entrepreneurial journey, so we want to make all this endless money and we feel like our boss or our company is in our way, right? We want to fire our boss, which is what Michael Gerber says. Most people just want to fire their boss and do their craft. But there's a lot that comes along with running a business. And so if you are the technician, Michael Gerber talks about the technician's nightmare. So a woman starts baking and then a young woman starts baking, and then a young woman starts a business baking, and then you have an old woman, right? so, so if we don't have the infrastructure, if we don't have the processes and procedures, if we don't have the standard operating procedures, then we can get caught off guard with all of the demands of being in business. And I know that that's not where we want to be. So that's why I want to bring this book to you. This book is a step-by-step guide on how to pull everything in line so that you can drop your processes into a small business. You can move it into that fledgling business. You can move it into that adolescent business, and then you can graduate into the mature adult business. If you're watching this right now, I know that you and all of the Wealth Discovered community want to do the things we need to do in order to build businesses and build wealth and be successful in every aspect of our lives. So this is not out of line with what it is we're trying to do. Whether it is we're trying to build wealth through investment, build wealth through being that solopreneur, or build wealth through establishing a thriving business, you are in the right place. And so this book, The E-Myth, will take the mystery out of what it is we are supposed to be doing as business owners. And as always, we want to do things the right way so that we can continue to leave a legacy for ourselves, for our families, for the world. And so I encourage you to get this book, put it on your list of books to read and to master. And before we leave, I want to ask if you would just like this video, subscribe to this channel, share, and make a comment, because you want to share the wealth. Friends don't allow friends to do business, life, entrepreneurship, and success alone. Would you agree with that? If you agree with that, please comment, yes, I agree. And I really would appreciate it. This has been Wealth Discovered. We are a community that is looking to uncover the secrets and the processes to help make ourselves successful, build wealth, generational wealth, and continue to be excellent. I'm Janice Coleman. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I look forward to you watching